great pleasure to welcome back one of the true legends in the field of culinary arts and television. You all remember his classic TV show, The Galloping Gourmet, and he continues to educate on the benefits of healthy cooking and dieting. And joining me by telephone today is the great Kerr. And Graham, good to talk to you again. How have you been?
Oh, Doug, it's so good to hear your voice again. Thank you very much for the invitation.
People still comment of the interview we did a couple of years ago, Graham, from when you were on, and the cookbook came out at that time, and it was one of our more successful giveaways, too. So congratulations on that cookbook.
Oh, good. I'm just writing another book at the very moment that we're talking, actually. Just push the papers to one side and then and chat with you about it.
What is this one focusing on?
Well, you know, during my life, I have cooked just about everything that somebody else has grown. But I have never, ever grown a single thing, apart from some straggly parsnips, that I have ever cooked. Never. And now here I am, having dug up our south lawn about the same time as the Obamas were digging up theirs on the East Coast. We were doing ours on the West Coast. It was really serendipitous. And I've planted a little greenhouse, and I've got some special little grow boxes going, and I've got about 1/10 of an acre and about 38 different plants growing vigorously at the moment. And I am just out of my socks about it. It's a wonderful experience. I just had no idea.
I did that when I lived up in New York. Our family had a little vegetable garden in the backyard, and there's nothing like when you grow your own food and you cook it that, or Mom cooked it, but when you cook it that night, it's a great accomplishment. You feel like you've done something, you know.
You know, it feels to me like a relay race, you know, where I've always been the last guy to get the baton and run it across the line. But now I've been germinating things from seeds and watching them come up and become a patty pan and actually see it and pick it. It's just amazing. And you know, the thing that is so cool about this one is that I'm you know, well known for having galloped, and now I'm being better known for someone who is literally waiting for seeds to germinate. So we call this now the speed of life. Just living at the speed of life, because everything seems to be valued because it's either big or fast. You know, life is quicker and quicker, and you have to spend more money buying things that are bigger. And it seems like we as a nation are just turning this wonderful corner when we're going to celebrate some time and a bit more peace, and not necessarily the largest thing on the block. And so this is really fun. It's good.
Yeah, I think you make a good point there, because everything with the technology nowadays, people texting and emailing and all that, it's such a fast pace. I think, like you said, people are just saying, well, let's stop for a minute and take a breath, right, and relax a little bit, enjoy life.
I found out that my friends have a tendency to say, we really don't have time to be able to have friends in for a meal, to be able to cook for them. And, you know, I'm not sure that that's true. I think what it is that things that we encounter every day are so much faster, they take so much energy to be able to master them, that by the end of the day, we're just exhausted and wrung out. And what we really want to do is just throw something up on television and watch it. We actually got rid of television. We haven't seen TV for about 5 years.
I don't think you're missing much, Graham.
Well, our friends tell us that we have a DVD player thing, and we get our sort of 24 hours, and we watch that interminably until it's over.
Well, just looking, and occasionally I check to see what's on during the day, you know, if I'm home or something from work, and you, of course, being a big part of daytime TV, back in its heyday, it's sad what's on in daytime TV now, so you're not missing anything at all, I don't think, by not having a TV set.
Well, we're very fascinated by the web, and actually do not have a web connection coming into our house. We have one at the office, but not into the home, and that's all part of the slowing down process. And but I do think we're actually filming the whole process of doing the garden for a kind of 4-minute video blogging thing that we're going to start at the end of this year and run throughout next year. It'll sort of run like a real chronology of a person wrestling some food out of the ground for the very first time in his life. And the kind of experience that you have when you ask people questions and try and get sensible answers and then test it out, and there it is. And so I want to take it from seed germination to putting the food on the plate, and to make it a kind of weekly experience for people to sort of drop in on me and see how we think.
That'll run on your website?
Well, we're going to build a new website for it, but GrahamKerr.com is the website at the moment, and we've got lots of things which are sort of bubbling on on that site.
Well, it really has revolutionized communication. I mean, now you can put your recipes up there, a lot more information than in the old days. So, I mean, that has to be a help in a sense, right? The Internet for your particular, what you do in educating people.
I think, I'm not sure that I see myself as an educator so much as a person who's experiencing life and is prepared to let it flow. If our life is a cup, then, the cup overflows and the stuff goes in the saucer, and the saucer would be the web.
Right. Good point.
And the thing that we want so much is that if we're learning some ways to be able to live our life a little bit more enjoyably, to get more joy and more life out of life, then it's kind of sick in a way to be able to say, ooh, we're having such a good time, let's hide it. So, the thing to do is share it without having to say that there's a load of advertising and everything else. We just wanted to let it spill over, and the web is a convenient way of doing that, that's for sure.